guys, what's up? It's Kevin for the win here for Dreadscape Gaming. Today we're going to be playing some more Yugioh Master Duel because Maliss has finally dropped in the game, which is, I don't know if you want to consider it a good thing, more like a bad thing, so to speak. They're close to basically a tier 0 format. For those of you who aren't familiar, what tier 0 means is that that's like the only deck that is viable, the only deck that's playable, the only deck that really dominates, so you're going to see it all in competitive play. However, I have seen some stun decks kind of come to try to counter it, but it's going to be an interesting experience. Also, because they're definitely promoting this set quite a bit, and they have the 10 billionth pack opening celebration campaign going on. They're giving away packs. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you, I had to dust a whole bunch of decks to be able to make the Maliss deck, because I was not going to be able to make this deck with 1,000 gems. It was just impossible. So, my Blue Eyes deck, let's see if we get anything decent here. I don't think we're really going to get anything that... Well, the GQ has that. I'll switch that out, because why not make it nice and snazzy? And what is this? Shinobi Insect. I've never heard of that card. Not a great pack, but, I mean, I've pulled some really good stuff from... I pulled a Marcher from one of these packs. I think it was this pack the other day. So there's only like 2 more packs left of that anyway. They're going to be holding 2 festivals with special rules. I'm not going to really go over that. You can check that out at your time. Regarding the increase in required specs to run the game, what are they doing? They're changing it? Well, it's a good thing I have the minimum specs is an NVIDIA GeForce 1650. I didn't even know they made 1650 cards. I have a 1660 Ti. So that's interesting. Obviously, you need an internet connection. That's the minimum. So what's the maximum then? That's, or the recommended specs are going to be 3060. Once the update to the required system specification 65, any device not meeting minimum will no longer be supported. Wow, that's kind of messed up. There's going to be a lot of people who are not going to be able to play this. Because this is the minimum. I wonder what the current specs are, but it seems like it's going to get graphically intensive. That's interesting to know. It's entry time for Fusion Festival. Is the Fusion Festival already available? We could play that if that's the case. But we'll see. Let's receive the rewards first. Let me take a look at what's going on before we jump into anything specifically. Coming soon. It's not available. Coming soon under 5. This deck, we're going to have to make changes to it. I'm not going to play a loner deck in that. Let's see if we can copy from my deck and see what's banned. I think March Hare was banned. Oh, there's a lot of stuff that's banned. A lot of stuff. That's restricted to 1. That's going to be a challenging cup. Some certain things are not available to play. Interesting. I might have to use a loner deck for that one. Or actually, you know what we could use for Link? Now that I think about it. I think Fiendsmith Live Twins? Only 1, 2, 3, 4 cards banned, but I think I can manage with just those 4. So we'll probably play this for the event and see how it goes when it comes available. I'm not going to build those decks when time comes. That's not till July 9th anyway. As you can see, I'm already in Platinum. We're not going to be doing rank matches today, just because rank is a little bit... I will show you the deck that we're running with. So this is basic Maliss. The only difference is I do not have 2 golden sarcophagus, because as you can see, I used a lot of your to make this deck already. I don't have anything else I can break down at the moment. So we're going to have to wait till like the next Battle Pass comes out, because I could break my Primite Dragons and that reload, but then I wouldn't have my Fiendsmith deck, which I still like my Fiendsmith deck, I still like my Maliss deck, I still like Live Twins. I got rid of Yubel because it's not really meta relevant anymore. I got rid of the Blue Eyes deck because the Blue Eyes deck is not going to be able to keep up with the power creep. And I got rid of Dark Magician, Red Eyes. None of that stuff really can work in this format. Cruiser Power Force, we still have it just for funsies because nothing really got affected by any of that stuff. But Maliss is the deck really that I'm going to be playing just because, you know, it's the best option available to play. So let's just jump into the matches, shall we? I don't know how long I'm going to go. I'm probably not going to go super long because of the matches just kind of don't feel fun. And also, this is like my 3rd or 4th day playing it. So I might get a little scatterbrain. I'm used to playing Yugioh. I'm not so much used to playing Maliss, so I might forget the combo lines. This deck also loses very hard to Lancia. And what's the art card? Chaos Hunter, I think is the name. Why does it take it so long to decide whether you want to go first or second? Alright, they're going second. Or I'm going second. The other thing is Maliss does not do too well going second if it doesn't open up with like really good hand traps. I can stop one play. So it depends what play it is. Technically, I can stop 2 plays if I play this right. But we'll see how it goes. They're taking quite a long time. That is kind of scary. What's this person doing? That's not my internet, because my internet's just fine. We got into that match pretty quickly. Why are they taking a long time? Are they reading something? Are they watching a YouTube video to see how to play the deck that they're playing? What's going on here? Knight? Knight? Are you home? Did you walk away from your computer or device and you don't know what's going on concurrently with the game? I mean, anything? Knight? 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 Are you gonna join us for some Yu-Gi-Oh, or are you just not gonna play the game out, buddy? Cyber Dragons? I'm gonna wait. I'm a little confused by that play. I've never seen this card. What is this? Special summon your hand by tributing Machine Monster. Once during your main phase, you can fusion summon one Machine Fusion? Let me read this card. I want to make sure I know what it's doing. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is I don't know where this is going. And that's true as a Cyber Dragon in the graveyard, right? So I'm gonna be still Magnemite here. And we're gonna activate that effect. Fade out a hand trap if possible. I was not expecting to run into Cyber Dragon. I've never seen this card before. Never. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Is this going to... I thought I could have Ash Blossom there. I guess not. That's fine. Worst case scenario, we might have to take... Well, he can't do anything turn 1 to damage me, right? And why is he going to be able to fuse? I took the Cyber Dragon away from the graveyard. So it depends on the Cyber Dragon in their hand, if they have one. It was a very unique turn 1 play, that's for sure. I don't know exactly what they were going for. But they might be able to overpower us, so I can't, like, jump the gun just yet, because I don't necessarily know what's gonna happen. I'm very perplexed as to why it's taking so long. This is the thing, guys. It's not an internet connection, it's clearly them just reading. It is. I've never seen the Cyber Dragon card before. Cyber Eternity Dragon. If you have a Machine Fusion monster in your graveyard, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. If this fusion summon card you control is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a Cyber Dragon. You can banish this card from the graveyard this turn. Wow, that's a lot of card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Okay, no problem. I just gotta beat over you, basically. Is that the end of your turn? Or do you have something else you're planning? Alright. Since I think this is the end of their turn, I'm just gonna do it now. Because at least we'll get a big board. Activate the effect. We're gonna go get the TB11. This is all on my opponent's turn. Activate. I mean, it's a little presumptuous to reset that. Because we don't know what they're gonna do next, right? And this is a pretty big monster, right? I'm gonna use it for the March there, because we could get the March here back, right? This will give me draw power anyway. Not activating that. Let's go get March here. Or Chessy Cat, excuse me, Chessy Cat. That's the name of it. I'm still memorizing the names. Pay the life points. Add this to my hand. Activate this effect. Let's go get you. We just gotta figure out the play here, right? I'm not gonna remove anything, that'd be foolish. Not yet, at least. Draw a card. Draw. How do you draw 3 Ash Blossoms? I don't even get that. That's a bit sussy-wussy. Let's activate the effect. Gonna not chain anything to that. Gonna discard the March here. Draw 2 cards. Yes, I will draw 2 cards as never. Not. Okay, activate the effect to get it back. Not chaining to that. I have a big hand. Alright, so now we gotta start figuring out combos that we should do. Let's summon the Dormouse. Not activating the effect. Okay, so first things we should do is let's go into him. We're gonna you and you. It's not gonna make a whole bunch of sense just yet. Just trust the process, right? So I'm gonna activate the effect. I'm gonna banish a card from the graveyard. In this case, I want to banish the White Rabbit. We're gonna target him. Okay, not activating to that. Alright, let's trigger the White Hair's effect. Okay, 300 comes back. Gotta look at the link arrows here because I do make this mistake every once in a while. We're gonna activate the effect of the White Rabbit. White Rabbit is gonna search for a trap card. We are gonna set the GWC6. Okay, great. Alright, from here, what we're gonna do is we are going to... We have options, right? I could activate Dormouse's effect right now, but I don't want to do that. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go into Maliss Queen Red Ransom, even though they calls it Q. So we're going to get rid of this. It's a 2 material monster. We're going to get rid of the White Rabbit because the White Rabbit was already banished. Or... Actually, did we banish you? No, let's go with the Dormouse first. Alright, so we got Red Ransom. Red Ransom's effect is we can search our deck for a card. So what we're going to do is we're going to not chain anything to it like a bot to get the field card. They're going to probably forfeit and I won't even be able to get the rest of the combo out because they already look like they don't want to deal with this, which I don't blame them. Banish a card? Yes. I'm going to banish not the field card. I'm going to banish this. Gonna activate the effect. Yes. I'm gonna get a card back. We're gonna go get the Chessy Cat. Okay, that is going to... We remove Chessy Cat to get something to my hand. In this case, I'm gonna go get you. Another one. We're gonna activate the effect of Chessy Cat. Okay. Just trust the process. I know it's gonna take a while. We can time out actually doing this. That's the problem here. Okay, so we're gonna go March Hare. March Hare is gonna remove a card from the graveyard. So remember, I didn't use the removed effect of Dormouse. So Dormouse is gonna come back too here. And we have a pretty big board where I can essentially beat over this monster. If I need to. Alright, so this is the combo line from here because I can't screw it up. We can go into, from here, a Dark Fluid. So if we go, we're gonna get rid of you. That's gonna count as free for that. We are gonna get rid of you. And the March Hare. Alright. So this is gonna bring Dark Fluid out. Okay, Dark Fluid's effect, I'm gonna activate it here. We are going to send to the graveyard a fusion monster. Now, it's not gonna make sense why I play fusion monsters, but in this particular case, I could do that. I could do this if I wanted to. Target a monster in your graveyard up to a number. And we're gonna go with this one. This is the safe play here. Okay. Then from here, what we can do is we could go into a Appaloosa if we wanted to, but we're not gonna do that just yet. We're gonna make a... I know, it takes a long time with this deck sometimes, right? We are going to point this here. So it's a link decoder, right? So link decoder is going to make a... How many for queen? I think it's you, and you. We're gonna make the queen here. It's not gonna make a whole bunch of sense yet. Just trust the process. She's got an effect, right? We're gonna activate link decoder as well. I can beat over that monster. It's probably not gonna make a whole bunch of sense. Just trust the process here. Trust the process. So we're gonna go into White Binder here. So I think White Binder, it's this. Oh no, we don't want to do that. What we're gonna do is, in this situation, we need another body on the field, right? Okay, so we'll remove the red ransom. Not chaining to that. I can still summon it. I just want to guarantee we make the play correctly. Activate red ransom's effect. Pay for 900. Here. Banish a card. Yes. In this situation, I'm going to have the white rabbit. It's not going to make sense. Just trust the process here. We are going to target this back into the deck. And they're not going to let me do it. I was basically going to bounce the card, remove it from the field, and then power up my monster so it becomes 5,000 attack. Like, we were just going to OTK them there at that point. That's Maliss for you. You do a whole bunch of stuff, right? And you flood the board with a whole bunch of link summon monsters, and then usually your opponent... We could have gone into Appaloosa, but because, like, it's not going to do anything against that, and their hand's already depleted, we're just trying to beat over to OTK them. And that's basically a thought process there. It's a very powerful deck. It's very hard to stop unless you have, like, opening hand Lancia, which is Artifact Lancia, for those of you who don't know. Chaos Hunter also. Impulse, if you have it, too, is another good way of stopping it. Although, Lancia, because Lancia... I run Lancia in this deck as well. I'll show the build-off in a bit. Because there's not really, like... It's the basic standard Maliss deck that you're going to be seeing on Master Duel Ladder for a while. This hand is... It's okay, but it's very susceptible to punishment. But I don't think it's going to matter, because it looked like for a minute there they were going to rage quit. Which would have been pretty surprising. Let's activate the effect. Are we getting negated here? We're not. Okay. We're gonna get Chessy Cat remover from play. Probably like, why is it the Chessy Cat and not the Error Monster? There's a reason for it. Chessy Cat allows me to draw 2 cards. So I can draw into Error Extenders, as they call them. It's not chained to that. That would be foolish. Send it to the graveyard. Draw 2 cards. Exactly what I wanted to see here. Let's bring it back. We can also get Appaloosa, which kind of sucks. Alright, I'm thinking about this. I mean, I was hoping to draw into a different monster. Let's just banish this one. Extra board on the field. Not exactly the way I would have liked to have seen it. Okay. There's things I can do here. First thing we're gonna do is like we did last game. So she hasn't banished yet. Normally, I prefer to open differently. So we'll get Lizardos. Lizardos is going to activate its effect. We're going to remove the Dormouse here. Dormouse, you're just going to power this up. It doesn't really matter at this point. Activate Dormouse's effect. Comes back to the field. Alright, in this situation... Red Ransom. So this counts as 2. And we're gonna get rid of the Dormouse that we just used. It's gonna point here. We're gonna activate the effect of Red Ransom. Red Ransom is going to go get the field spell. It's a little bit different, the turn, the way I'm doing it. Because it wasn't the most ideal opening hand. We're going to banish a card. It's going to be the White Rabbit. We'll go with my Royal Rare one that I have. Activate the effect. They're going to forfeit, yeah. Because they're just going to... I feel so evil, I'll be honest with you all, using this deck. But I had to give up 4 decks to make this deck. This deck, for all intents and purposes, if we were spending gems, I've seen people spend like $200 to $500 on it. I didn't have to do that because I had built so many other fun decks that had a lot of UR sitting around. But this is basically like the end all be all. And I don't even have it full powered yet because I'm missing 2 golden Sarks. Because usually I'd play 2 gold Sarks here, but I don't have them. I don't have the impulses either because you see UR text is real. But even without it, it still manages to do well because it's still a ridiculously overpowered deck. Yeah, we're playing casual today. I didn't feel like playing ranked. Just because I'm going to be playing a lot more Maliss versus Maliss matches. We might be playing Maliss right now. Look at this. I lost a coin flip. I think that's the first time we lost a coin flip today, so... I don't know how that's going to go, guys. We're going to trust the process. If we don't win one, it's not really a big deal, too. It's like... We're going to steal games that we shouldn't win with this deck. This is a terrible opening hand for me. DD with a question mark. Are they a fan of Dexter's Laboratory? DD, get out of my laboratory. It's a good thing I'm like an indie. Oh, we lose. It's game over. If they block this, I'm just gonna rage quit because I can't play with the hand that I have. They're gonna set up a board and it's over. So I either punish them for overextending. See, they're not gonna add anything else, too. And I can't drop my Droll Lock here. Droll Lock is basically useless against this deck. The only thing I can hope for is that if they special summon something, I draw into Lancia. And then I could just check the Lancia to stop the combo. If they don't even summon, there's not much I can do even. Because they just got too big of a hand. So it's a question of do they want to play the overextension game? Or if they're gonna play conservatively. Honestly, they're probably gonna conserve. If it's me, I'm not gonna overextend here because of the maxi. Yeah. I don't think we win. I don't think we win. There's only one play I can make, and it's not like the best play ever. So let's see how it goes. 1 impulse, 1 negate, and it's game over. Because there's not anything else I can do. I can play over that, so that's fine. As long as they don't draw the right hand trap here, right? I'm gonna get the TB11. And a TB11. When he draws the first card from this, that's when I draw lock. So we're gonna get... This is a really tough choice, I'll be honest with you. Because there's no real amazing hand here. We're gonna go get you, Dormouse. I'm gonna activate its effect, but I should be able to chain. I want to chain my Droll Lock to this. Should be able to chain my Droll Lock to this. Impulse. It doesn't matter. They won off the Impulse. Next game. That's the one thing about this format too. Like, it's if they open really good with Maliss and you don't open with the hand trap to stop it, you ain't doing anything. And I can't even argue it because I'm part of the problem right now, but this is Yu-Gi-Oh for you, modern day Yu-Gi-Oh. If you go to a TCG tournament, there's only 3 decks you run into. Maliss with Mitsurugi, Maliss by itself, Ryziel, which was supposed to come before Maliss in this pack, but they chose not to. Ryziel Mitsurugi. You know, but a Master Duel right now we just have Maliss or Rogue. You know, so it's like whoever goes first in the map. How do I draw like mysteriously bad here too? There's nothing I can do to make this playable this hand. 2 games in a row with mysteriously bad hands. And I can't really explain why they're bad. It's a 40-card deck. I should draw my starters. They might be playing Live Twins. You know, I think the play here is we just set hand traps and hope they don't like Lightning Storm. Because I don't want to give away the fact that I'm playing Maliss right now. And there's no like extender there that's going to make this board magically good. Because I need at least 2 monsters. Just drawing that bad just kind of sucks. In a 40-card deck that's perfectly balanced, that has more monsters in it, mind you. And it has magic and traps, and we could draw that way. It's just crazy. Are you for real? How do you... Yeah, I don't want to say maybe manipulated the game. But that was sussy. My hand's bad, and you have Lightning Storm. I don't know. I can't prove any shady business went on there, but it just feels like those games happen too frequently. And they have said there is a cheating problem in this game. So, just, you know, it's a little too convenient for my taste, but on to the next one. Alright, won the coin flip. We're going against Kaiser's... I don't know if that's a safe name to say, so I'm going to avoid it, because you know what? I don't want to get booted from YouTube. I think that's the... Isn't that the name of the villain from 7? Kaiser... Yeah, I think so. Dude. How long ago was that movie? Just saying, did I open with a Chessy Cat? I did. Alright, we have plays here. Better than last game, that's for sure. If you drop a Lanty, I'm gonna be sad. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off here. So I'm gonna go for it. Activate. I don't think I'm gonna overextend here, because I just think it would be foolish. I'm not gonna overextend. Part of me wants to overextend, but I would be playing into way too much there. So I'd rather just, like, chill on that and see what they do. As opposed to giving my opponent, like, a crazy amount of hand advantage. Because it could be stun. And I'd be playing into their hand here. Okay. It's a mutant deck, maybe? Oh, it's Tenri. Okay. And they forfeit off the maxi. Okay. That's why sometimes I'm like, you have to play a little bit more conservatively. Another, like, Maliss player will probably play in and try to make their, like, infinite negate board there. But the thing is, I don't know what deck they have, right? And there are a lot of people now that are even Maliss players that are hiding, like, the sleeves in the fact they're playing Maliss. And they're playing, like, triple Nibiru. I don't play triple Nibiru in my build because I feel like that's not the best way to go. You only need really one. Some people swear by free. But, like, in this situation, we just kind of applied. I need to assess it. I lose a monster, it's okay. If it's a Maliss player I'm going against, I drop the Lancia there, I'm fine. It's funny how the Max C really dominates the game, too. But what do you do at this point? Do you ban Max C? I've always felt like you have to ban Max C, because it works in the TCG. I can ban, but in OCG, like, it's semi-restricted, which is why it's semied here. It's fascinating sometimes, right? It's fascinating. Bring on our opponent? Did we scare everybody away? Did we? Did we? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I did randomly change my name here, too, because I'm just trying to avoid certain things. Going first. We will. I'm just using a pen name at the moment. Alright, nice. You are unknown child. That is an interesting screen name to use. Did I win the coin flip? I wasn't paying attention to that. Main phase 1. There are plays here. But if that gets negated, I have a problem, right? Or do I? I don't actually. Let's do it. Let's see what they do off of this. Worst case scenario? Okay. Best case scenario? I'm really disturbed with the lack of traps that we're drawing down. I'm gonna... In this situation... I'm still gonna go for the March Hare. Because it may not look like a good idea, but trust me, it is. Activate March Hare's effect to bounce this card back to my hand. And here's something that's really cool about the Maliss monsters, too. They're based, obviously, on the Alice in Wonderland theme. But they make them computer viruses. These cards, like TV11 and GWC6, you can activate them the turn that you set them. So I can go get the White Rabbit. We'll get the Royal Rainbow Rabbit, right? I will pay the... I think it's 300 for those. I get that back, right? Alright. So this is where things get a little bit more interesting. We are going to go into the Haggard Lizard. We are going to get rid of these two lovely ladies. They did their job for the moment. Alright, Haggard Lizardos, as it's called. We are going to remove the Haggard Lizardos. Or not remove, but we're going to remove the... Or special summon this, right? Yeah. Power it up. That one hadn't been banished yet, so it's going to chain its effect here. So that's basically what we're doing. We're going to try to build the big Omni Negate board. They're probably going to quit, because they look like they're debating it. Activate its effect. I cannot get a card from the graveyard, unfortunately, but we can get one of the win conditions, which is the Manti Party, but it's called MTP7 in this case. We are going to link Shokan into Red Ransom. So, goodbye with you. Good day with you, White Rabbit. We shall see you in our day. I must stop messing with these rabbits. I always get myself into trouble when I mess with rabbits. Alright. We will activate Red Ransom's effect, which she looks very similar to the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. We are going to go get the Maliss in the Underground. Alright. Right now, what we could do is we can activate the effect of March Hare. Not chaining that. We can banish the trap card to special summon her. Because the air monsters have already used their effects this turn, right? We got the March Hare. Okay, in this situation, we could go into the Queen, but the ideal solution here, we could go Appaloosa. Appaloosa would be free. Could go into Binder. The Binder doesn't really have a play here, per se. So what we're going to do is we're going to go Let's use the link decoder here. So I think that's the play. Just so that we have word extension. We're gonna activate the effect. Okay, so in this case, is it white binder with her? No. We're gonna go Appaloosa. Because I feel like I'm about to potato brain it. No, that's not the play either. I think I actually bungled it a little bit. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go for the Queen of Hearts here. She makes more sense. Big queen. Probably like, why are you doing that? Trust the process. Trust the process. It's a long, convoluted combo. I get the link decoder back. Yep, that's the way I want to do it, because I bring back the trap card that way. I tell you, they're very complicated plays, but they work in an interesting manner. Alright, card to banish her. He's coming back to the field. Activate her effect. She's gonna come back to the field. That has 5,000. Okay, cool. From here, what we're gonna do, go to firewall, right? Is there anything removed? No. Alright. So what we're gonna do... I'm gonna activate. I'm gonna remove her. I might have messed up a little bit. Alright, add a card from my hand to the deck. March here. Yeah, I did mess up big time. I flubbed it. Let's go on to the next one. I really did. I flubbed that one. That's on me. That was a misplay on my part. Because I could bring back with the trap, but it's not. I went to the graveyard. I fucked up the combo. There's no other way to put it. That was all me, because I was trying to do too much there. I forgot I needed Splash Magician, not the... It happens, man. I'm learning the deck as I go along, too. You know, it happens. We can't win them all. This is not going to be fun for us. I'm going to potato brain every once in a while. It's been a long day. Right? Gotta cut your boy a little bit of slack. Alright. What's next? Well, this is a good opening hand as long as I don't do what I did last time. I think we're going against branded, though. And if it's branded, that's gonna... I know. Not with this hand. Hand's not good enough to stop that right there. So, GG next. Wait a couple seconds so we don't get paired with the same person. It's not that I don't want to play against them. It's just simply the fact that I drew so... Like, I have monsters, but I have no hand traps to stop anything that game. So, like, usually if I draw with Ash Blossom, I'll stop the Brand Diffusion. Yeah, we have the Nibiru, but they're not going to summon 5... No branded player summons 5 monsters on turn 1. They don't overextend like that. So, what ends up happening is they're going to control the pace of the game, and I'm not going to be able to keep up with that pace. That's why I was like, it's an unwinnable situation from the start. Just very bad hand. Alright. Let's go. Won the coin flip. Okay, good. Supposed to go into binder, not the queen in that the second to last game. Snake Eyes wallpaper? Oh, hey, my hand is mysteriously bad. That's always fun. I mean, it's not the worst hand, but it's definitely not an amazing hand. I can turn it around, but, like, if the March Hare gets countered here, it's gonna be rough. Alright. Pay the 300 life points to get my card back. The one thing that helps is we have to cross out Designator. So unless it's like a hand trap that I don't play in this deck, we have a way of countering. Alright, so we're gonna go get Chessy Cat by removing it. Chessy Cat is, yes, based on the Cheshire Cat. Pay 300. Special summon. Okay, good. I'm gonna activate the effect of Chessy Cat. We're gonna discard the March Hare, which goes to the remove from play pile. Which is gonna get me 2 cards that I can draw. We're gonna draw 2 cards from my deck. I'm gonna activate the effect of March Hare. Alright. You know what's the only unfortunate part about this particular... it's not actually unfortunate, because I got the trap card. Nice. Activate the effect. In this particular situation, I don't need TB11. I actually need this card. I'm gonna set this one instead. Okay. So, let's use this wisely. Goodbye, Dormouse. Goodbye, White Rabbit. Become a random Haggard Lizardos. Haggard Lizardos will activate its effect to remove a card from the graveyard. In this situation, we are going to remove the White Rabbit because it has not been the one to use its effect this turn. We're powering up the Lizardos. It's not going to matter. Lizardos is not going to stay there long enough for it to matter. I'm going to activate the effect of the White Rabbit. Alright, and pay 300. Special summon it back. Alright, in this situation... you're not useful in this situation. But you are an extender that I could use, so... yes. And... the White Rabbit's kind of useless again here in this situation. Alright, cool. Activate the effect of Red Ransom. No chain to that. Let's just get this. Usually I prefer it in the deck in this particular situation, but... so if we want to, we could go into White Binder. I have an idea. It's gonna lock us into Cyberse monsters if I do it, but... it's fine. I think that's the better play, in my personal opinion. I would add a card to my hand. I don't want to do that. Let's get rid of the White Rabbit again. It's fine. Special summon. Okay. Let's go into Splash Mage here. Splash Mage should give me 2. Okay, okay. We're cooking, we're cooking. Trust the process, trust the process. I know it looks kind of messy as a board right now. Activate the effect. We're gonna bring back March Hare. It's fine. Doesn't really matter too much at this point. It could. Alright, nice. Let's see. I'm gonna get the White Binder here. That's gonna be treated as 2. Get back to Red Rabbit. Trust the process. I know it's like a long-ass turn. Alright. I am gonna activate White Binder's effect here to banish just 1 card. So remember, that hasn't been removed. We're gonna activate the effect. It's gonna come back. Special. Banish another card. Doesn't really... we don't really want to use that effect right now. What we want to do is we want to activate this effect because we can reset a trap. Which is very important here. So, like, I can get this trap card, which is just for control here. Alright. From there, what we're gonna do... we could go into Dark Fluid right now, which I think is the play. We could go into the Queen. It doesn't make too much sense for the Queen, though. This is going to count for free. This is going to count for here. This is the Dark Fluid. Alright. It's Dark Fluid. Alright, we're gonna activate Dark Fluid's effect. You're probably looking at me, why am I not... that I misplayed? If you look, I have the Bisteel Magnemite. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna... this to the graveyard. I'm gonna set this just in case. We're gonna set this just in case. We're gonna end on that. It's not... it doesn't look like an impressive board, just trust the process. There's things I can do to make it much better. But I just gotta wait. That's the thing. Alright, so we're gonna activate the True Swords effect. Remove it from the graveyard to stop the activation of a magic card. Not yet. We're gonna wait on the rest of that. Because I suspect there's other things that are coming. If they set an end and that's it, then we're gonna have a very explosive play here. Yeah, I think we won. I'm not sure what they were trying there. Alright, honestly, we should do this on their end phase. Not chaining. That's why sometimes the board itself doesn't look impressive until you realize, like, there's a lot there. We're gonna gain our life points back that we burned. We're gonna activate the effect. We're gonna get a whole board of monsters back. So we're gonna remove this. We're gonna remove this. I don't really need the the Dormouse here in this situation. I don't know what I'm drawing into. All those monsters are coming to the field, by the way, on the end phase. So one, and he set all those trap cards, or they set all those trap cards too. Chain link free. This is why I say, like, Maliss is disgusting. The card that I'm targeting to get back is ourself. Alright. Not chaining, not chaining, not chaining. It doesn't make any sense. Actually, we should chain. I'm gonna chain to something when I have a second. This is gonna go into the field. So we basically could OTK here now that I think about it. Banish another card. Now we're gonna banish the White Rabbit. I'm gonna activate the effect of the White Rabbit, and then we're gonna chain the air effect. I know, my timer expires pretty quickly. This deck, you can time out with it if you're not familiar with the combos. I'm gonna... yes, let's do that. Not chaining to that, that'd be foolish. They might scoop when they see this monster get as big as it's gonna get. Send a card to the graveyard. We're gonna send that. Alright. Add this to my hand. And special summon this. I don't think there's a trap card I can get. What happens when you do? Nope. Not doing that. As a misplay, I guess you could say. Not training. Not training. Get the TV. That's the only thing I can really get. It has uses still. Don't worry, it does. That was all in the end phase. Alright. If I want to... I can... I need to get the Dormouse back, but I don't have the space for it yet. Alright, so... we're gonna activate the effect. Because you never know, they could have a Mirror Force, right? Which would kind of suck. Draw 2 cards, yes. Okay, cool. Activate the effect. The Dormouse actually came in clutch here. Not training for that. Gonna normal summon the Dormouse. If we get Torrential Tribute, it's my own fault here. Alright, Appaloosa. How many for Appaloosa? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Trust the process here. I don't know if they have like a very special effect that they're doing, right? And there's still plays that I can make here. So we're gonna send the firewall. I'm not really gonna... I could have made it, but it's not gonna really matter too much here. There's other plays I can make, but I want to wait and see if this is the 10,000... What is it? 10,500 for game. We made a 10,500 monster. When's the last time you could say you've done that just for link summoning? The Appaloosa was just there to kind of sweeten the deal to make sure that we... That's the power of... Again, you know, it's a very expensive deck, but you get... I didn't pay anything. I just broke up older decks that I had. I had been grinding for months that were, like, suffering to make this one. Sometimes you gotta become the villain of the story in order to become the hero, if you get what I mean. In a rank, that's just all you're going against, unfortunately, for the next month. There are going to be restrictions, almost certainly. I'm pretty sure they're going to do like they did in the TCG and OCG, and we're going to see Dormouse at 2. And what's the R card? I think it's Hair is at 2. Honestly, I don't think Hair is the problem. I would say Chessy Cat is. Because Chessy Cat is the one that gets you to draw 2 cards and then synergizes with the rest of them. Like, this... Look at this hand. This hand's a great example of why I don't think March Hare is the one that should get semied. She's dead in my hand right now. Like, I can normal summon her. And I could allure to draw for 2, get her back. That's a combo, yeah. But, like, I can't, like, win the game with this right now. But, like, let's say it's Chessy Cat. What is this? Oh, it's Time Lords. Okay. That's an interesting deck to play. Stun? Time Lord Stun? I guess. Right? Time Lord Stun deck. Okay. I mean... I can't target that, right? Is that all it's saying? Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Okay. That's fine, bro. Sets 2. It's a stun Time Lord deck. No. My primal rock is not going to be useful. Oh, we drew really bad. Ah, burning me. Okay, I get it. It's stun with Time Lords to stop Maliss. It's cute, right? Hurry up, man. I don't like stun decks just because they're boring to play against. I don't know if we win this one, to be honest with you. It depends on what the R2 face downs are. If it's an Ash Blossom, I mean, we have a counter, but it's not going to be fun. Oh, I drew bad. Very bad. There's not much I can do this game. Like, I can get the March Hare back. I can special summon it. But, like, ultimately, there's no play here. How do you draw this bad? Like, this is really, really, really bad, guys. Like, I could normal it. And get Dormouse and try to do something like that's... The only thing that saved us is we have the TB11 here. But I'm not gonna get the Dormouse back. Or not the Dormouse, the cat. March Hare. I mean... something. It's not something great. Yeah, we have to. I have no choice. Not exactly the way I wanted to do this. I lose, like, a lot of advantage just to be able to set up one card. Do you have a response for that? I have a feeling our Time Lord player maybe has never seen Maliss before. Which I find that hard to believe because it looks like they're playing Burn. Oh. Why can't I activate Dormouse's effect? Oh, we are screwed. We are screwed royally here. I mean, the best I can do... Yeah, I mean... There's not much I can do. Our hand is mysteriously bad. And I can't, like, call by the grave my own monster. So, like, this is the best I can do, right? I don't know. Like, it's a very long stall down. Oh, you're burned. Okay. Good to know. It's just boring burn. Like, I haven't seen this a million times before. I didn't set the Claw by the Grave because it's not really going to matter against this. Like, I maybe can try to do it. I don't want to activate these because there's no point yet. I'll do it like on their end phase when I know what I'm dealing with. Are you kidding? You mysteriously have Harpy's Feather Duster as well. Okay. Sure you do. Sure you do, pal. Sure you do. Sure, pal. We're gonna get her back. She's going obviously in defense position here. I don't know, guys. There's, like, I don't want to call shenanigans, but some very mysterious things going on here. I can't get that card out of their hand, so it's like... I should have set the Call by the Grave. I really should have. I don't know why I was thinking there. See? Had I set the Call by the Grave, none of this would have happened. We would have had our win condition. The more on the story, always set your Call by the Grave. But I figured burn deck, where are we really gonna have to? I Call by the Grave there, the effect gets negated. If this says, like, destroy all monsters on the field, we're cooked. Can I read the card before you summon it? I guess not. If you control... Oh, he's just gonna try to burn me until game? Is that it? Does it destroy me from that? Yeah, it's just trying to burn me. No. Let's just go GG next. This is just somebody that's trolling. No point planning it out. We're gonna sit here waiting for, like, a boring stall match. That's not exactly riveting or thrilling. You're stunned. You run into that now a lot, too. Actually, wait on that so we don't have to... Alright, I guess we got paired with somebody else. If I had set the Call by the Grave, we would have won. But the problem is too Lightning Storm. I was worried about Lightning Storm because they could play Lightning Storm. Another mysteriously not great hand in a 40-card deck that plays a perfectly good ratio. Sometimes I feel like Master Duel doesn't want you on win streak, so they do, like, stuff intentionally. Or that could happen, yeah. I mean, if you don't have anything to stop it, you have no choice but to do that. That's a very common experience, too. You know? I'm playing casual today because I'm still learning the combo lines, in case you're wondering. So, that's why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. I'm not, like, ducking challenges or anything of the sort. As you saw, I'm already in Platinum 5. I could probably grind to Diamond if I wanted to. The only thing is, like... Oh, it's this person again. Did we win or lose to this person? I don't even remember. Is it just gonna be stunned from here on out, maybe? I don't remember if we beat DD or did we lose it. Wasn't DD also playing Maliss? See, this is where it's gonna get complicated. I'm gonna normal her. I'm gonna activate the effect. See what they do here. Nothing to that. Okay. Do I have March here in my hand? No, I don't. I'm gonna go get. This is the better play here. I'm gonna activate the effect. Special summon. I'm gonna activate the effect. We are gonna search for TB. I'm gonna use TV here to get an extender. Unless this gets Ash Blossom. It doesn't, but they have hand traps because there's a big pause in between. See if I could draw another extender out here. Activate the effect of Dormouse. I'm chaining to that. We really need to draw a March Hare off of this to really get the effect out. Nope. Not that one, that would be foolish. That you only use in the mirror match. Goodbye, Dormouse. Goodbye, Chessy Cat. You'll be back. Right? Or did I misplay that? Okay. It's for me. Right, did I use your effect? Let me double check here that I don't misplay. Okay. I'm gonna power you up. Not chaining to that. Activate the effect of Chessy Cat. Pay the 300. Bring it back. Alright, now we can activate the effect. No, there's a hand trap. I think they have a neighbor. Draw 2 cards. Okay, that made the hand a little bit better, but not by much. We're gonna go into Red Ransom here. It's a red binder, there's no point yet. Red Ransom comes out. Gonna activate the effect of Red Ransom. Nothing. Interesting. If I go into anything else here, it'd be a Link 4, which isn't enough. Lock myself into Splash Mage would be foolish. We're gonna go SP Little Knight here. It's not gonna make a whole bunch of sense. Just trust the process. You're probably like, why are you doing that? I could remove my own card, which will then give me an option. So we're gonna activate the effect. Pay that money. Bring it back. Banish a card. Yes. I'm gonna banish the card that never got to my hand. Activate the effect of March Hare. Obviously we get March Hare back. Not chaining to that. Let's see. That would be an Appaloosa for 2. And he already came back, which is not really amazing. There's 2 negates with not really any backup there. I have an idea. Just trust the process, okay? I know it's not going to make a whole bunch of sense. Alright, we're not using the first effect. We're using the second effect. Not chaining to that. It's going to be this. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to activate it now. I know it's not like the most ideal thing to do, but my hand is pretty bad. I'm trying to protect my turn. So we're going to special summon it back. So it's you. Gain life points back. We're going to activate White Binder. White Binder is going to come back. Yeah. I knew they were going to do that. That's why I had this ready. Let's get rid of. I'm not chaining to that. Let's get rid of this. Remember when I said they had a hand trap? It was just a matter of what hand trap it was. Draw a card from my deck. Okay. Perfect. That wouldn't really be a good idea right now. Because we're just trying to build like a pretty decent sized board. I'm gonna remove a trap card here. Special summon. Can I do anything else? Splash Mage? No. If I do that, I'm locked into Cyburst, though. Let's see. Dark Fluid is a play, but without the traps, it's not wise to do that. Splash Mage. I'm sorry, it's gonna take a moment. Let's go Splash. Let's just do it. No, not worth it. I'm gonna go into Dark Fluid, maybe. Nah, screw it. Let's bring the Queen out. No, activate the effect. Bring this back to the deck. I'm gonna remove her. I could have done Dark Fluid, which I think was the better play, but I have an idea. I'm sorry it's taking so long. I really am, because I know it's like a long-ass play. Alright. Let's play this now. Not chaining to that. I know, it took like my whole turn practically here. We're gonna banish you. Activate the effect. We are going to banish a card. It's gonna be this because we haven't activated. Just a process. Add a card from my hand. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna set this. And we're gonna end on that. So this is pretty easy. I know that they're playing the same deck, right? And I have the Lancia in hand. So the minute I drop the Lancia, unless they have a Call by the Grave, we pretty much win. So it's a matter of what they do here. Alright, watch this. Unless it's Call by the Grave. Call by the Grave is the only thing that saves them. Alright. That's fine. When we baited out the Call by the Grave. Are you kidding? I can't activate that yet. I gotta wait. That's the sucky part about the mirror match, right? With the Lancia, I was pretty certain we were gonna get the Lancia player off here. I gotta wait. I gotta wait. Because they have to use an extender here. And I don't have to use an extender, right? I'm fine. I just gotta wait for the right monster to come out. We are still good. They went for the wrong trap. Because, see, they have to make Lizardos. They don't have a combo line that doesn't work without removing. So there's not, like, a play they can make here, right? How does where I activate the effect? Get back the trap card. Need that. What are you gonna do? You don't have anything else unless you have the impulse. I could chain to that. So I'm still gonna get the effect. Unless they have an impulse. Something to negate that. We should win this, in theory. They negate that. I mean, it still does the thing that I originally wanted to, right? Like, okay. My effect is negated, but you don't have the monster to link summon with. Like, you still don't have the combo out. You know? You're gonna special summon this, but you can't. What are you gonna go into? You know? Like, they've removed the trap. Lizardos, you can't. You'd have to bump heads with it. Right? Because, like, you used up everything, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Yeah, because it's just... Did they use it? I don't really remember, guy. I don't think that's gonna matter. But just in case. Because you're not gonna draw 2 cards from this, then. You don't have any error counters. How do you have an error call by the grave? That's some mighty good cheating, sir. Mighty good cheating there. You just happen to have 2 called by the graves in your turn? Yeah, sure there, buddy. Sure. Sure, you just happen to draw 2 called by the graves on your turn. Yeah. Tell me you're cheating without telling me you're cheating. Yeah, you're definitely using some type of mod tools there, buddy. There's no way. I play a 40-card deck. I don't see 2 called by the graves in my opening hand ever. Yeah. Okay. We'll pretend you got that one. Sure. 2 times we got cheated by that person, right? Yeah. Unbelievable. I can't even put them on my block. Let's see. 35, same rank. Alright, well, that happened. Yeah, that one's too suspicious, guys. I'll just be honest with you. Like, they have all rainbow rare, or the rainbow rares of the Call by the Graves are kind of funny. Because it's like, I've pulled 2 rainbow rares out of like thousands and thousands of packs that I've pulled. Like, yeah. It's just too suspicious even for my own. They had a Max C. They had a Call by the Grave. They had another Call by the Grave. They had an Ash Blossom all in their opening hand, right? No. Those are the... When I talk about subtle cheating in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, that's the subtle cheating I'm talking about. That's these perfectly amazing hands, and then people argue, oh, it's the deck ratio, so they just happen to open with one of them. I am playing literally the exact same deck. Look at the crap hands that I've got in. And there's no difference in the deck build at all. None of these people have played Sark. It's just... It's way too interesting. What is this? Scrap recycler? Yeah, sure. I mean, I can't stop it even if I wanted to with this hand. I need to draw really godly here to be able to do something. Then after this, I'll take a quick restroom break. I hope you guys don't mind, because I have to pee badly. In fact, I would love to give this person the game right now. We'll see how long they take to make their move. Because I don't, you know, Mother Nature's calling. Mother Nature's calling, just saying. You know what? You are the superior duelist because I cannot hold my bladder. I will gladly give you that game. So I pee in the bathroom and not on myself, because that would be, like, embarrassing on stream. I will be right back. They got a free win. It's not a big deal. It's casual. I need to pee. I'll catch you in a couple seconds. Whew, that was a relief. I am back, and I think we've proven that the greatest enemy in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is, in fact, your own bladder in the bathroom. Alright, so let's continue playing with Maliss in Wonderland, as it's called, or Struggle in Wonderland is the pack. This deck type is based, for those of you who are coming in, Alice in Wonderland theme. Basically, I turned the Alice in Wonderland monsters into malware and viruses. And they call them certain names that are like different types of viruses and stuff. It is the S tier deck now, probably tier 0 really. It's a very explosive deck. It controls your opponent, makes very powerful boards. If you missed some of the earlier gameplay, I recommend coming back and watching the VOD a little bit later. The only thing is, I've been running into a lot of sussy players in casual, where it's like my hands, as you can see, are like trash, but it's a 40 card deck which is perfectly balanced, but I'm just getting like some of the weirdest draws. Like, I can't even play out of this. Like, I can, but it's like, it doesn't put me in the best of situations, right? So I gotta pay the 300 to special summon this. Like, I'll be honest with you, the only thing that's saving us is the designator. It's not the designator. It's this, because you can set the card and activate it the turn. Like, if my Dormouse gets negated, it's over for us, guys. I drew nothing out of that, really. That was helpful. Dormouse, yes. So we gotta, like, struggle in Wonderland, literally, here. Nah. I messed up big time. We're screwed. We're screwed big time. Because my hammer's just bad. Like, there's no other way. We might be able to survive the turn, but I forgot you can't activate her effect. You can only use the effect during the main phase, which I was on. But I think it can't be through the trap card. It's a weird thing, but it's something. What are you doing? How about we don't do that? How about we don't do that? If you have the counter, you win. I can't. I will have to give you the game. But I suspect you're not gonna. Yeah, you have something else, right? Yeah, I don't like our chances here because we don't have a hand, and I'm like bluffing my behind off right now. Because what are you doing now? You can send to target one monster in your graveyard, special summon it during. Oh god, this is gonna be rough, man. You know what? We don't have the hand to stop that right now. I'm gonna make a slight alteration to the deck because I'm tired of some of the nonsense that's going on. So we don't have gold sarks, unfortunately, not so I can get some more UR. I'm gonna put another Allure Darkness in because I feel like 2 is not enough right now. Unfortunately, there's not really much I can cut out here. I'm very tempted to try just 2 March Hares. Because I don't feel like... Let's try just 2 March Hares and see how it's like. I feel like you draw this too much and it's not, like, as impactful or helpful. There's another thing I'd like to change here, too. I don't particularly like this card. It was recommended in the deck. It's an okay card. I'm just gonna put Masquerena back in. Because that's just like... I don't feel like that's helping either. I forgot. You gotta type it like this. I feel like we could do more with her. Like that. Let's try it this way and see if it makes the ratio a little bit better. Or it makes it worse, because sometimes it just makes it, like, incredibly random. Like, you don't know, right? But I feel like drawing in 3 pairs has not been beneficial to us. I feel like maybe it's 2 that should be played. Alright. Good hand, please. We won the coin flip, that's always promising. We were going first. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if the modifications did anything to help improve the hand. I mean, okay, never mind. They just automatically forfeited. They saw the sleeves, and I guess they were like, we don't want any of that smoke. It was an okay hand. It's going to be a while, because I'm going to be testing out multiple variations. I'm going to make a Fiendsmith variation of it, too. And see how it does with Fiendsmith, because I saw a pretty interesting deck list that was like, hey, that's fun, and it's 2 of the, like, very OP archetypes. Why not try it and see how that works? The only thing is, obviously, you don't have as much space with the extra deck. And, you know, with Maliss, there's so much of the extra deck that's already dedicated to Link monsters that's it's kind of hard to then fit in the extra engines that you need for Fiendsmith. Alright, so we're gonna normal summon Dormouse here. Gonna activate the effect of Dormouse. See, this is where it becomes a problem. Gonna get him. Gonna activate the effect of White Rabbit. You're probably like, why are you doing that? Based on the way my hand is, I open with 2 rabbit, Cheshire cats, so those are not necessarily what I want to see in my opening hand. Set the TB11 for the extension of the play here. Let's do it. Let's activate. I'm hoping I can activate the effect off of this, but something tells me probably not. Alright. Activate. But it's okay, we can make with Lizardos then and do the combo that way. What we're gonna do is Lizardos, which is this one, the Haggard Lizardos. Goodbye, Dormouse. Yeah, I need this in the graveyard. This has got to be able to come back to use its effect. And I got to remove it to be able to do that. So we're going to remove the Chessie Cat. Chessie Cat's effect is going to activate. This is going to pair it up. It's not like really going to matter too much here. Just because we want this to get the draw effect here to just kind of make the game playable, hopefully. Alright, so now I can activate it, because it came back. Activate the effect. It's weird like that, how the TB card doesn't allow you to use the monster effects. I guess it'd be too broken, honestly, if you did it that way. We drew that, which I didn't want to see that. It gave me some hand trips, too, so that's not necessarily bad. We're gonna go into Ransom here. Red Ransom. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright. Red Ransom is here. We're gonna activate the effect of Red Ransom. We're gonna set... we're gonna activate the field card, right? The problem is, like, if I activate the field card, the only thing we can get is the March Hare off of this. Which will at least give us something in our hand. And it'll be able to extend, but it's risky here, right? So... See, at 2, I feel like that's a little bit better, because you're not drawing her too much, but I feel like even then it's like... we might just have to play 41 cards. But I wanted to try just at 2, because I don't feel like opening with 3 of her in your hand is, like, super effective. Because now, like... See, I can extend the play now, but... I can do... Remove the trap. TV11's kind of useless to bring back. Special summon. Alright, so for this, it's gonna lock me into Cyburst monsters if I do this, but it's fine. So what we're gonna do here is we are going to go into White Binder. Use this. Use this. Use this. Alright. White Binder is gonna come back, is gonna get an effect off here. I could remove, which I am gonna do, just so I can get this guy back, or this woman back, I should say. It's not a guy, not chaining. Because I gotta get a big board out here. Activate the effect of Red Ransom. Okay. Banish another card. Yes. I have an idea. Oh! Go! No! It's fine. Not exactly what I wanted, but it's fine. It'll work out in the end. Set here. Hmm. I'm gonna go to Dark Fluid here. Yes. 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 Dark Fluid is a safer play. We're gonna activate the effect of Dark Fluid. Not chaining to negate our own monster, that would be incredibly foolish. Send you. Alright, it's 55. Let's set this. I have 2 traps set here. Both allow me to special summon and control, so I know it doesn't look impressive, but it is. There's stuff we could do. There's a lot of stuff we could do this turn. Up. I'm gonna activate this now. Dark Fluid. I'll just use this in the graveyard. Good try. Not chaining to that. I don't need to. It's a mirror match, which you always hate to see that. I'm gonna get you back, because I'm gonna need a field here. Gain some life points. Gonna activate. We are gonna remove you. We're gonna remove you. We should move here? Yeah. Not chaining to that. Alright, so you're coming back. You're coming back. And you're coming back last. You're gonna be added to my hand. Alright, so card to target is obviously itself. Let's not make the mistake here, because this is how we lose the game. Bring you back. Special summon you. Special summon you. Banish a card. Yes. Get Dormouse. Activate the effect of Dormouse. Then we're going to activate the effect of Red Ransom. Not chaining to that. So, I'm going to add this to my hand. And we're going to special summon her in defense position. They set one. I am going to activate Ash Blossom, and they're probably going to forfeit the game here. Not chaining to that. I kind of wish I had the XYZ monster in this situation. Yeah. I'm gonna use this just in case. We're gonna discard you to make you higher. I mean, it's gonna come back. That's not a big deal here. Not chaining to that. Add to my hand. You. Banish a card. Gonna be the monster on my opponent's side of the field, because they won't have an extender then. Not activating. They're desperate here, which is fine because I know what I want to do. Not chaining, not worth it. This is the problem, is it can play out of the deck too. That's why mirror matches are so unfun. Why did she do that? You have something in the graveyard? You don't. Oh, the magic card. Gotta wait. I probably should have made Appaloosa, but remember, I summoned monsters on their turn. Like, they gotta beat over the Dark Fluid, right? I feel like they're just trying too hard. But they might have an out, but they've normal summoned already. So, like, what could you possibly, at this point? You drew into the Bysteel. Gold Sark? Like, even if... You see, the thought process is here is, like, even if you get over this, you can't beat the field. Potentially you can. Right? Like, I don't know what you're gonna do. Are you gonna go into the Queen? That's the only thing I could think of. Did I use these effects? No, I'm gonna keep... I don't want to do that, because they could play into that. Like, it's not worth it yet. Like, the only way I would do that is if I knew that I had a way to stop it. Because what are you gonna do? SP Knight, you have to get rid of the Terra Fluid? If you SP Knight, then I guaranteed if the monsters are small enough, I would do it. I'm fine, still. It's not worth trying to do that. It'd be very foolish of me to drop right now. Hurts. I can play out of this. They can't. I'm gonna normal summon this. And they're gonna in defense position. It's got 1200 defense, that's why I did that. They can't win. Like, what are they gonna do after that? For Link Spider? What are you grabbing? Wait on it. Okay. I think we won. Like, they probably have Lancia, but we won. Guaranteed we won. That's why I was like, I'll wait to Nibiru here. Unless you have something to negate it. What is in your graveyard? That's fine. Let it go for. Let it go for. It's not that big of a deal. Where are you gonna bring back? The Queen? Alright. I'm gonna target. Yes, because this is gonna start my combo. I'm gonna activate the effect of White Binder. Like, that's why I saved the Coil by the Grave, baby. Flip. It sucks because it's gonna get rid of mine too. That's one less option we have, which is more the reason why if we can't kill him this turn, which we should be able to. They're probably gonna concede after that point, right? Because you know what's coming. Activate to draw effect. Oh, that's even better. Okay. Let's use the effect here. I am going to banish you. And I am going to think about this wisely. I can't banish anything in my opponent's graveyard. I'm going to banish you for the draw power here. Not training. I'm going to special summon you. I mean, they don't have an out at this point. And they probably want to, like, get to their turn. Banish another card. No. Activate the effect. Change. Too bad I can't get a trap card back with it, but I can get it with the TV, this card. Alright, we're gonna activate the effect. I think I misclicked at one point, but it's fine. Use you. Trust the process. I know it doesn't look like a super impressive board, but as long as we don't, like, time over here, we're kinda good. Alright, so, what we're gonna do... Let me see here. Can I game them this turn? Let me see. Binder is free. Neighbor is that. Alright. Let's point you here. Activate the effect. Hard to target. It's this one. Not chaining to that. Alright. Then from there, what we can do. We can make the queen here. Which I think is the play I want to make. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're gonna activate that effect. We won! Just so you know. We won. Let's see. Have you been banished, any of you yet? As long as I don't time over here, right? Because we're gonna banish you. I'm gonna activate that effect. Doesn't matter really at this point. Dark Fluid is of no use to me anymore. Not chaining. Trust the process. Activate. Got our life points back. Yeah, they concede at that point. And that is how you beat Maliss in the mirror. And that is why most of ladder is basically that. There's no other way to put it. I wish I could tell you that it's different, but those matches take a long time. In fact, I think that's where we're going to end today. I know I'm a little bit short on the time, but that's going to be the last match because a lot of my matches probably going into the night are going to be exactly like that. And that was a very good, fun, competitive game. I don't really want to push it because when I actually get a really good game like that, where it's fun back and forth and challenging, and it didn't feel like it was unwinnable for either opponent, despite everything, that's like a good match to end on. At least in my theory. Now I'm going to show you the build, and I'm going to tell you this as a disclaimer. I don't have the 2 gold sarks. I don't have them. Unfortunately. I think I like this version of the build a little bit better with the 2 March Hares. I feel like it's less clutter in the hand, so I might just play 2 March Hares. But like, you should be using golden. Let me show you. I don't have any more UR. When I get more UR, I'll use it. Where is it? Golden sarcophagus? Is it not going to show? Is it just golden American? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. So give me a second. I'll show you right now. Gold sarc. Oop, not like that. It's got to have a space in between. Gold sarc. So you want 2 of these just so you can like search for the Iron Mouse. Not Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse is a VTuber. Dormouse. It does kind of look like Iron Mouse if Iron Mouse like dressed in yellow though, I suppose. But so you want 2 gold sarks. You'd probably, I don't know what you take out, to be honest with you. Probably take out 2 of the drill birds to play the gold sarks. But I like them because they kind of help and they kind of don't. I could even take a drill bird out and put back in our March Hare and see how that works. That's another thing. But for the build I'm using at the moment, in case you don't have the gold sarks, 3 drone lock birds, 2 Maxis, 3 Ash Blossoms. I don't like Mulch Army in this deck. It doesn't really do anything too much. 3 Maliss White Rabbit. 3 copies of Chessy Cat Maliss, 3 copies of Dormouse. I was playing at the beginning of the stream 3 copies of March Hare. I don't feel like you need 3 copies of this, because it like clogged my hand, and I looked at it and it's like, I can't do anything with this card. And I was drawing it too much in the opening hand, which I don't really want to open with this unless I have like allures. 2 copies of Artifact Lancia for when I go against the mirror, so I can stop my opponent from, you know, if I go second, I have to Lancia a Maliss deck to stop them from making their play. 1 copy of Bysteel Magnemite, 1 copy of Bysteel Druid Swarm. Some people are playing Bull Drake. I am tempted to try that. I might cut a Troll Bird for it, just to see how it works, but I just feel like the Bysteels are like a dead draw in this game, particularly for this deck. 1 Nibiru, the Primal Being, like they're only good for really Allure Darkness, I would say. 3 copies of Allure Darkness, 3 copies of Malice in the Underground, 2 copies of Call by the Grave, 1 copy because you can only run 1, a Crossout Designator, 1 copy of Malice in the Mirror. I'm crazy enough to maybe play 2 of these, because this is actually not so bad and does basically what Effect Veiler, or not Effect Veiler, this does, except you can play this from the hand. But I wouldn't mind, like, usually instead of Infinite Impertinence, what you play is Dominus Impertinence, but a Dominus Purge, whatever it's called. Dominus, I'll show you right now, over here, so we can show you. It's this one. Oh, it was right the first time. Dominus Impulse. Dominus Purge is the art card that doesn't do anything. Impulse. And you would play 3 of those instead of Infinite. I feel like Infinite still has its practicality uses, because there are a lot of decks where you can't activate this again, because it's like, you know, you cannot activate the effects of Light, Earth, Wind monsters for like the rest of this duel. So it doesn't go in every deck. Obviously, you don't really play. Most of the cards in this deck are dark monsters. I think like Appaloosa and the Firewall are like the only thing that get hurt. You know? So there's that. What else is there that I can go over? Malice Empty Party is probably your best card. This is your second best card. This one is just there if you brick in the beginning and you happen to have that, to like just be able to. I feel like the only reason we were bricking is because this was at free and it didn't need to be at free. I could argue maybe this at free isn't necessary either, but it's the draw power engine for it, so I can see the purposes. Here, Cyber's Dreeswarm. We're playing a Exceed in the slot here, but I didn't like it, because it's like, it negates a monster effect, right? But it negates the monster effect only on the turn that I summon Fluid. Which, how many times is that going to be really useful for this deck? So I'm not running it. I want the Synchro Monster, but again, your attacks is real, and the Golden Sword Archfice take priority at the moment. Alright, Link Karibo, Link Decoder, IP Masquerena is back in it. I took out the Exceed for it. Splash Mage, the Dark Charmer. This is like in the mirror because I can get one of my opponent's monsters and make it. SP Little Knight, Haggard Lizardos, which I finally learned how to use properly. Malice Q Red Ransom, Malice Q White Binder, Malice Q Hearts Cryptor, Firewall Dragon, which I'm not the biggest fan of it. I can see the plays that you can do with it, but like, you have to have that God Hand to be able to have this out on the field with the rest of the monsters. And chances are, when you bring this out, the game is going to like turn 3 or 4, 5, or 6. And if you're going that far in a game with the Malice deck, either you're playing against a very good skilled player, and you're very skilled as well, or you've messed up somewhere that it got that game to drag that far. Access Code Talker, which you saw won us that game because it can also remove. It's great. Dark Fluid, Firewall Dragon, Dark Fluid, Neo, Tempest, Terahertz. Try to say that like 6 times fast, 5 times fast. Yeah, this is your OTK in here, because it catches people off guard. We obviously also have Appaloosa, the Goddess, in here. I don't know why this card isn't banned. Like, there are just times where it just feels like it should be banned, and it's not. Like, it really should be banned. It should not be available at this point, particularly with this deck. We're making, like, an Appaloosa for 1600 attack, and then you set, for example, the Malice the GWCQ, and you have in particular, I will show you the combo. This already in the graveyard, and then you have this in the graveyard with this, or just this and this alone, and the Apu, that's scary. And it shouldn't be. For other people that are asking about decks, I do still have Fiendsmith control. The only things I broke up were decks that, like, weren't working. And dusted the cards for UR. Like, Dark Magician with the Paladin, Red Eyes Darkness Dragoon, you might catch some people off, but in this format, it's not working, bro. It's just not. The format's changed too much for it. I broke up the Red Eyes Metamorph deck because Metamorph too slow to go against threats like this. I broke up Yubel. Yubel, I rocked Yubel for like almost... Since it came out, the new support for it, I was playing almost like a year of Yubel on this channel. Yubel can't do anything in Master Duel anymore. It's just been power crept too much. There's better, bigger threats. So I dusted it, because it's just not going to work. You're going to catch maybe some people in casual with it. Blue Eyes, I love the Blue Eyes. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big Blue Eyes White Dragon fan. But Blue Eyes Synchro cannot keep up with Maliss, and definitely not Ryzeal in the state that it's in. It's a nice fun deck, but right now, like, I'm trying to play serious, because there's a lot of events that are going to be coming up in the future, and we just can't. We have to play power creep with power creep. But I do have Fiendsmith control. It's the same build. The only thing that's changed, honestly, is I've taken out the... Oh my god, what are they called? Ghost Ogres? And I put 2 Lances in. And I'm thinking on maybe cutting down on some of the Bysteel cards to be able to fit in here as well Chaos Hunters. Like, I'm thinking, do we really need Bull Drake? Because you can't remove against Maliss. So I'm thinking on, like, putting Chaos Hunter in here. I'm thinking this is kind of useless too, so I'm thinking, like, 2 Chaos Hunters. And we're gonna try that and see how it goes against Maliss. Because I think, like, the Chaos Hunters, they don't hurt this deck too much outside of... Do I even have the Chaos Hunters? Let me see. Just for science. We're rambling here before I say goodbye. Not that. Let's go. I think I should have them crafted already. Don't. Okay. Well, this is like a mandatory sideboard at this point. I have a lot of SRs I can break. I just not going to do that on stream. So, like, I'm thinking this isn't going to help against Maliss. This isn't going to help against Maliss. But I think this will definitely help. So that's, like, the idea that I have for Fiendsmith control. I have to play it to see if it's going to work that way. Like, Fiendsmith Ryzeal is going to be freaking great, but I don't think I'm going to have the UR to be able to make Ryzeal and Maliss. And I'm not a pay-to-win player. I don't pay money. I play, like, free-to-play. But, like, this is the idea that I'm thinking of rocking for now. You know? As your opponent special summons a monster, you can discard 1 card, special summon this. Fiendsmith loves to discard. I'm thinking this is, like, gonna have to be the new age way to play it because of this and this. I would dare argue maybe we have to play 3 of these. So then it's like, do we really need 3 of these? We can cut down 1, play another Lancia. It depends how, like, how dominant, no pun intended, Maliss is gonna become. Which I think it is, but that's, like, the idea I have. That's the reason I haven't been playing it. Obviously, this is a very powerful deck still in the old state that it is. But Maliss, as you've seen, we ran into it, we're playing it. It's no joke because of how big the boards can be. And, you know, Fiendsmith, its boards are impressive, but nothing like Maliss, what Maliss can do. So it's like the second. Next, there's the events that are coming up. I'll build those off stream. How much time we have left? Maybe we can build here because I'm trying to get to the 2-hour mark anyway. Let's see. See what I would need to do to play Maliss in that format. So can't play Bysteals. Let's see. Let's Fearcraft here while we're here. So what is banned that I can fix for it? So I can't play the Bysteel monsters. You need Sarks for this deck, then, definitely. Can't play the field spells. March Hares, I can't play. That's interesting. This is less options, right? That's easy, because I could put Mulcharmies here. Let's try Mulcharmy. Let's play 3 Mulcharmies in place of that. Those are free. Those are free. Can't play SP Knight. Can't play that. Can't play Appaloosa. Do I have any more Maliss fusions? No. I don't think it's worth doing that. We can play 3 of these. I don't think that's going to be the greatest decision in the world. Are these traps once per turn? Yes, they are. Okay, so that's out of the question there. What? Oh, Dormouse is restricted too. Yeah, that's not the deck to use for this. Discard changes. That's not going to be the deck to use for that event. Copy from a deck. There's just too many things that they are not available. Ironically, I think Fiendsmith Control's got options. Right? Can't use XYZ monster. Ooh. You know, there's something we can do. Bystials are restricted, right? Yeah. You know what we could do? I don't know how this is gonna work, okay? This is a crazy idea. And we're gonna build it on stream here together before I leave. I think there's a way to get this to work. Oh, Drill Beam's banned. It's a good thing that I noticed that. That's banned too. Oh, Engraver's banned too. It's restricted to 1. Maxies aren't that big of a deal. I think we could use Maliss in this deck. Play. I mean, it's gonna be weird, definitely. 1 Dormouse. We can't play Hare, though. Hare's banned from that. But there is a way. It's gonna be weird. So, like, pardon me because of how weird this is gonna look. But 30 card deck, right? Can't play you. 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 That makes it a little bit more difficult, right? But we can play you. Play you. Can play you. Is Lizardos banned? No. Is Firewall banned? No. Okay. Is Splash Mage banned? That's what we really need to know. I need to make room for Lizardos here. What is this doing now? Oh, I have Lizardos already. Alright, let's see. We can get it to work. I just gotta figure out, like, the hand trap ratio here. What else? Is Oppo's banned? SP's banned. Is IP banned? No, okay. IP's fine. So we rely more on the Fiendsmith engine here to get us by. And a whole bunch of hand traps. I don't know if I like our chances here. Won't charm me. These. We have to play without the drill beam. There's still a way to play this. I'm gonna get it to work, Primate. This is kind of an insane deck list. Just trust the process here. Drill beam is banned now, right? Yeah. Dustion. 38 cards. Rise. Harpies? No. Maliss. Play these. I don't know how this is gonna work, because it feels like that's a lot of monsters to be playing. But we're gonna find out when that competition happens. Actually, I'm an idiot. We need cross out here. We definitely need draw power. I don't like not playing 3 of these. But there's a reason I need the Molcharmies. We'll play Maliss if they're maxis in this deck, and I think that's what we're gonna try with the Fusion X Link Festival, and see how dangerous a combination of Maliss with Fiendsmith could be with Primate Dragon. And see how that goes. It might be like a cluttered mess looking at it, because we have to draw like godly for this to work. But I think that's the way. But you know, we're gonna do a 40 card deck just to be on the safe side. A 42 card deck, because I need to be able to, like, if we can get early into this engine, it's fine. I think that's the play here. That's my thought process here. I think that's what I'm going to try to use for that. And we'll see how that does. The Fusion Festival's on the 9th, or the 18th. It's like 2 weeks, so I'll probably be grinding a little bit. With that being said, though, that is all the time that I have for today's stream. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for lurking. I do greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed all the content that we did today, if you enjoyed my molding, if you enjoyed my suffering, if you enjoyed my laughing at things, and enjoyed the gameplay, please definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment. All those things definitely do help with the algorithm, and I will see you all for the next one, which I don't know when it's going to be, because I do have a busy week this week. So be on the lookout for something maybe Wednesday? No, maybe Thursday. Correction, maybe Friday, because I have a busy day on Thursday. I don't know if I'm going to be home in enough time to record something. So, like, maybe the next one will be Friday. I'm sorry there's less content this week. Just going to have a very, very busy week. But be on the lookout. There'll be something else coming out this week. Anyway, till next time, guys.